On April 14th, 2019, I made my first ever Kentucky Derby profile.
In 2013, the Kentucky Derby point system was made. However, it was only made for American runners.
And it's safe to say I sounded a lot worse back then than how I do now, with one of the first comments on that video being someone asking if I was 12 years old. I was 14, but close enough. Back then, I was just a freshman in high school, and now I'm a sophomore in college, and every year I still make these videos. And yet again, it's time to kick off this series the right way, by talking about a Japanese import attempting to win the Run for the Roses, with this one potentially being the best Japan has ever offered. So now it's time for me to say my time-honored intro. Another day, another Derby profile. Today's Derby profile is on Forever Young. Let's go! So to kick things off, we will do things just like how we've done for the last 2 years. Talk about the stats, the major races, running style, and conclude with the strengths and weaknesses. First up, the stats. And you don't get much better than this. Undefeated in 5 starts and earnings of over $2 million. How can you beat that? Enough said. The major races that got him that moolah include 3 races in Japan, the highlight being a local grade 1 in the Zen-Nippon Nisei Yushan. I apologize for that pronunciation. And then he went to the Middle East for his 3-year-old season, where he won the Saudi Derby, easily his most impressive race, and then he acquired 100 Kentucky Derby points and his spot with a win in the UAE Derby. For how he won those races with his running style, the best way to describe him is that he's a stalker with a powerful rush, but there is a lot of nuances to that. He has done a little bit of everything in each of his 5 races. He has stayed as close as second place at worst throughout the whole event in the Zen-Nippon, and then in his second start, he was as far back as 10th in a field of 12 horses. And that was only in Japan. In the Middle East, that's where his most impressive races were. And that segues into the strengths. He's versatile and battle-tested. He has come from as close and far off the pace as you can get, even leading for the majority of the Zen-Nippon, and as mentioned before, coming from as far back as 10th. That is versatility through and through. No matter what, his powerful rush got him the win. And now it's time to gush about the Saudi Derby, easily his most impressive race because of how much everything went wrong. His own trainer admitted that he wasn't in top condition. He missed the break. He failed to switch lead legs, which put him at a disadvantage, and he won at a shorter distance than he prefers against a sprinter in Buckham Dano. He had every right to lose that race, and yet he didn't. And then he decided to just get better with the UAE Derby. He's also statistically probably the most impressive horse in this field, with an undefeated record of 5 races. If you care just about the numbers, it doesn't get much better than him, but there's a lot more to it than that. And in all of his races, he has faced large fields. The smallest field that he has run against had 11 horses in it, and the most he has run against is 14. So while 20 is still a bit of a jump, he has negated it about as much as you can for a Kentucky Derby horse. And now it's time for the weaknesses. I could gush about him all day, but there is a lot that he will have to prove. History is 100% against him. The best UAE Derby and Japanese finish has been 5th place, and only 4 non-American horses have won the Derby. And most importantly, all 4 of those non-American horses, Northern Dancer, Omar Khayyam, Tommy Lee, and Sonny's Halo, all had experience on American soil before their victory in the Kentucky Derby. No horses won the Kentucky Derby with their first start on American soil being the Kentucky Derby. And that also adds to the fact that he has a grueling traveling schedule. In the last couple of months, he has traveled from Japan to Saudi Arabia, to Dubai, and now to Kentucky. That is a lot in a horse, and has yet to be done successfully. I wish him luck, but overall, history is very much against him, but he definitely would be the horse to finally break the mold and prove that foreign horses can win the Kentucky Derby. The question is, can he? I think that he does have a chance, with the fact that this Kentucky Derby doesn't necessarily have a standout American horse. Every single American favorite has a flaw. There is no major heavy favorite so far in my opinion. So this could be the year of a Japanese horse winning, which would be cool, but, it's horse racing. You don't know until the race actually happens. Another thing to note here is that if Forever Young does win the Kentucky Derby, do not be surprised if he doesn't try the Triple Crown. From what I've heard, Japanese quarantine laws are very strict, and it's very expensive to keep a horse running outside of Japan. Another thing from what I've heard is that Japanese horses are allowed to stay out of the country for about 3 months maximum before they are forced to be quarantined and banned from Japanese races for 6 months, something that no Japanese owner really wants to do. And with the fact that Forever Young has been out of Japan since February, the Kentucky Derby is pushing it. So in order to have a chance to run at the newly inaugurated Japanese Dirt Triple Crown, don't be surprised that even if he does win the Derby, he goes back to Japan and tries their Triple Crown instead. But that's only if. If not, he loses, he goes back to Japan, and we'll see what happens. Overall, I would give him an A- grade. I do wish him luck, and I think this horse could be the foreign horse to finally do it. But we'll just have to wait on race day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to really be covering the Kentucky Derby for the 5th time on this channel. Comment down which Derby horses you want to see me cover in the next episode, and I will see you guys next time.